Welcome back to Soundcheck. What an interesting night tonight it is. I'm gonna tell you all about it. Don't you worry. And welcome to those who are in Clubhouse as well. Anna, thank you for your patience. I'm gonna get the YouTube show part going, and then I'll come to you immediately. All right. So this is Soundcheck. Which is under this channel called Learner to Learner, where we come together and learn together. It's a collaborative learning channel. And we typically also have the RØDECaster user meetup an hour prior to that, but we had some technical issues, which we will talk a little bit about later on. And but in the meantime, we're going to bring our guest on here to our Zoom panel. Let's see, where's my people? We have Aaron, we have Glenn, we have Rob, and welcome all so much. And these folks have been helping me work out the kinks. Oh my gosh, that word has double meaning.
I know.
Work out the interesting thing. So to keep it simple, I don't want to go too far into it, but essentially when we were doing the live show earlier on RØDECaster user meetup, for the first time, we've been doing this for a few weeks now, for the first time the Zoom got bombed. And so I have to shut the show down and try to reconfigure my meeting settings again. And I also heard some of the conversations going on in the background earlier too, Rob, about how you all are seeing it. Now, if I highlight right now on your Zoom call, right now you should just only see my feed, right? Even say somebody speaks. Maybe Glenn would speak.
So currently,
1, 2, 3.
Does it jump to him?
No. Currently
Okay.
we see all 4.
You see 4? What do you see? Oh, you see 4. You see the 4 squares for the 4 tile, the 4 app. Okay, right. Perfect. Okay, all right. So typically, I'm very enthusiastically asking you to call in if you want to. But now I'm scared because I think it's not people who call in, it's the bombing.
Right now, we're all scared, John.
Okay, but before we do that, since Anna has been patiently waiting, let's hop over to my Clubhouse and let's start chatting with Anna and see if she has any audio question for us. I'm gonna bring Anna up now. Let's see. Let's see if we can invite to speak. All right, Anna, I've just invited you. Hopefully you can come on up. All right. Okay. Hello, amazing Anna. How are you? You're still muted if you're speaking to us. Are you there?
Yes.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you for bringing me up.
Of course, of course. I was like paranoid from my Zoom bombing over on my YouTube channel earlier, so I was like, I have to deal with all that and explain everything before I bring you up. But anyway, welcome, Anna. What can we do for you?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to set up like the sound
Mm-hmm.
the my mixer,
Uh huh.
but yeah, and then I need help. And I'm seeing you are like live on YouTube, right?
That's right. Yes.
Yeah, that's I'm seeing there, and I need help on there.
Okay, so can you give us a little bit more information about what you wanted to do? Like, do you want to do it on YouTube, or exactly what you're trying to do?
I would like just I want to do first like simple like setup, which is
Mm-hmm.
I would like to sing in the
Uh
Clubhouse.
huh.
Yeah, and yeah, that's my
That's at least the first thing that you want to do. You
yeah,
want to be
first
able
thing.
to
Yeah.
have some kind of like a mixer where you can sing into it,
Yes, simple one.
maybe
And
with
eventually
music,
it's like go
background
yeah.
music, or do you
Yeah,
play an
background music.
instrument?
Just like just YouTube, it's like I play guitar, but
Mm-hmm.
like for now just using the um just karaoke thing and then
Mm-hmm.
just sing. That's my first thing like to do. Eventually we'll go there to doing more like professional thing for on YouTube, but for
Okay.
now just on Clubhouse singing. Yeah,
Okay, it
it's
sounds
just as
good.
a hobby. Yeah,
Now, do you already have a mixer?
I have like very like a simple and mixer which is called VASTEV. It's like V19 right
V A
now
V A
currently.
S VASTE
V as
V19.
in Victor, A as in Apple, S as in Sam, D as in Doctor, E as in Edward, V as in Victor. But the thing that this sound card it's not working with Apple or iPhone. Therefore, I installed this one in my Windows DeskJet, and also I'm using the Android phone.
Oh, okay, okay.
There's a lot of thing going on with
Yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah.
Actually, like I'm singing. Do you know like Mary Lou? I'm singing on her
Yeah,
room.
yeah, okay,
Yes,
yeah.
and there's a Lalo who speak yesterday,
Yes.
and then like he's
Is
like,
that
okay, I'm
is
gonna
that
go
why they
there.
say come over to sound check?
Yes, correct.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
but
got it.
I was in your room very like very early, and I spoke with you one time. But right now, like I'm coming back, and then I taking like like classes.
Uh-huh.
I wanna like sing in Clubhouse, just you practice.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, hang tight, Anna. Aaron and Glenn and Rob, do we know a Michael Cunningham? No, I'm freaking
No,
out.
we do not.
We do not? Okay. Now I'm
Wait,
afraid.
the guy who came ask him what was he talking about at the end of the chat last week. That
Oh,
might
yes, yes, yes. That's right. You're right. Okay, so I'm gonna
ask him.
admit it. Okay. Uh
Was that the same person? Ask him what was he talking about.
Michael, are you watching the live stream? If it is you, please let us know in the chat that it's you.
What's he gonna buy? Just ask him what's he gonna
Yeah,
buy.
what are you gonna buy? Actually, I forgot about that too.
No, I
Oh, I
wanted to
can
talk to
message
him.
him.
I was curious.
Oh, I can message him. Oh no, I can message the whole group. Can I message Michael, let me see if I can message Michael. Anna, give us a moment, okay? Okay, waiting room participant. Oh, okay.
Don't see the
Michael,
chat.
what should I ask him? Michael.
What's he gonna buy?
Oh, why can I
I think
type
that's a
here?
loaded question.
Oh, why can't I type? What is the issue here? Okay, hi, Michael.
Well, you
uh,
left the soundboard up.
uh, we were Zoom bomb, and so I'm scared.
Good answers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have nightmares.
Oh, it's you. Okay, so I'm looking at this at the same time while I'm doing this. Also, I'm also. Oh, did he drop? I hope he didn't drop because I would love for him to join. Pop.
So I was
Participants.
thinking
Okay,
about
that's him. That's Michael. Let him in.
Okay.
Ultima Mike.
Oh, did he say? Thank you. He did say in the chat, right?
Yes. Yes.
Michael, we were Zoom bombed earlier.
Oh, okay. Hey.
Oh, welcome. Michael, please hang tight. I'm gonna add you to the stream and to the show. But in the meantime, I'm talking to Anna about a solution. And again, I want to welcome you all to actually participate in the conversation as well, because it's sometimes I probably won't have all the answers. And so I know I won't have all the answers. And so if you have any idea, especially if you are, say, on an Android phone, perhaps, then maybe you can help out Anna's question about using a mixer. So let's talk in general then of what Anna wants to do, and this is the mixer. Anna, I'm not sure if you're actually seeing the link, the mixer that I have through the YouTube stream. I'm not sure if you're able to see
Okay,
it.
I'm gonna click on the link
Okay,
on my
so
desk.
when you click on actually don't worry about doing that, because when you click on the link, it might, especially if you're on the phone right now, right?
No, I'm on the phone one
Oh, but you're
through
on a
my
computer?
yeah. I have computer and I brought my another account. It's a business account, and
Oh,
I
okay.
can do the YouTube there.
Okay. I'm gonna if you, do you need the link or you're good?
You can send me a link,
Okay,
please.
so I will send you the link to. Well, the thing is that the link might not be easy to find, but what I'll tell you what to do is I'll give you my website. The website is learner2learner.com, and from there you can go just type in learner2learner.com. I will paste it in the chat for you, and then paste it in here. So you'll see that the link is now in the chat. And then from there, you will type in on this URL on the website. And this certainly throw a big hurdle for me now trying to do this show. So go to the website learner2learner.com, and there's a watch live on YouTube link. When you see that, click on that. And then it will bring you
I'm
to the
already
live
there.
page. Now, when you watch it, you want to mute the audio because you're hearing the audio through your Clubhouse right now. So you
Okay, sure.
want to make sure you mute the audio there. Okay. Okay. While we do that, again, juggling back and forth, I'm going to at least say hi to Michael. Oh, Michael, this is so stressful. Hey, Michael.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's all good.
Oh my goodness. Quick, I don't know if you heard the opening, the recap. We got Zoom bombed, and now I'm trying to be very careful of how I share the Zoom link. Previously, I was just like, click on the link and join the show. Now I'm going to say, click on the link and register and then join the show.
Right, yeah, you got to be mindful. You don't know who you let in here.
I know. Well, I sure did. Bummer. Anyway, so what I'm gonna do is we'll come back and chat with you a little bit more, Michael. But I'm gonna answer Anna's question. I'm not sure if I will have the answer yet, but at least you guys feel free to chime in. You can just say it because you will hear her voice. I'm also on Clubhouse, and so if you want to participate in the conversation, like telling her or asking question about what model of this and that or what phone she's using, let me know. Just chime in or like raise your hand or whatever. I'll bring you into the conversation. So Anna, to recap Anna's question, she has an Android phone and she has this model of some sort of like a mixer that is VSDEV V19 or something. Is this what it's gonna be a little bit of a delay, but I
Yeah,
wonder if
that's
this is what you
that
have.
one. Yeah,
Okay.
that one I have. But again, I have a like iPhone and then Apple like MacBook. But
Mm-hmm.
the thing that is, I bought this one just like to try in, but
Yeah.
I'm welcome for like wherever you suggest
Okay.
because
Okay.
you're a pro, okay?
So
And
so you're okay with getting something a little bit more. It doesn't have to be Mac related, but I think getting something. Well, I guess it depends on the budget. Recap what you want to do. She wants to sing on Clubhouse. She wanted to have audio
Okay.
coming in from like a computer as a backup music, like a backing track, and then she'll sing into the microphone and then send it to Clubhouse. Rob, I see you're nodding.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm familiar with these devices. I've checked out a couple
Yeah,
of them
yeah.
before I ended up coming up to what we're using these days.
Uh-huh.
Uh, so what she's doing, does she have a microphone of any sort?
Do you have a microphone already? I assume she does if she has
yeah,
a
I
system.
have the microphone. I have like oops, a lot of microphone. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you want to do like a karaoke into it? Is that what you're saying? You want to get audio from your iPhone or Android phone,
Yes,
like your
like
music?
it's yeah, I'm like I would
Okay.
like to yeah.
Okay. So what you'll do is, if you're using your iPhone, then you'll get a converter that changes the Lightning to 3.5 audio. And you'll put that on the input on the back where it says, let me see which one that would be. Um, Not sure which one. It would probably be recording live 1 or live 2 on the back, right above the red power button.
Okay, I'm seeing
So
it right
yeah,
now
right
here too.
about there. Uh-huh. So that would be your source for your audio to go into. And then probably next to that would be your mic, I would suppose. No, wait, your mic would be over there. Yes. Microphone 1, capacitor 1, mic, further over, one more over.
Actually, I already connected everything. It's working through Desk Club Deck.
Oh, okay.
And yes,
So it's not
and
working with your Android phone.
uh yes, like it's working with the Club Deck and then it's on computer, everything connected. It's working, but it's
Uh-huh.
not clear. You know,
Oh,
It's not clear is the
I
problem.
see. So now hi Lalo. Um I would
Hmm.
say if you have maybe we should talk about like like a ballpark budget, like how much you want to spend, because that could
Well,
and
is
also trade off of simplicity as well. And
is
Rob, did
is
you
she
say something?
yeah, is she putting all this audio through the USB, I mean the USB-C port into the computer, or is she
Yeah.
trying to send it through 3.5 into the computer?
You are going through USB, right?
yes, correct.
USB-C?
Yeah, USB.
Okay, so she's bringing it through data into her
Mm-hmm.
computer then. Okay.
And then from
Um,
your computer, you're using Club Deck, right?
Correct.
Okay.
okay. Okay. Okay. So then, and then that's what's making it not so clear. So
Yeah.
I'm guessing it could be the devices that she's using that's cluttering the sound,
So
making it.
so maybe Anna, can you describe to us like is it not clear? Is it the music that's not clear, or your voice not clear? And maybe Michelle and Lalo, maybe since I was recommended by Lalo, I wonder if you all heard what her system was like before. Hello, Michelle and Lalo. Feel free to join in conversation in Clubhouse.
Hey, John.
Hi, Michelle.
Yo, John, long time no see.
Yeah. So what's up, Lalo? Did you hear what Anna's audio quality before in the karaoke room in Mary Lou's room?
You know what? I've heard a little bit, but I know yesterday in a room we were talking about that, and she was mentioning that she is ready to up level her sound
Okay.
quality. I know the perfect room that you need to attend. You know what I mean?
Okay. So maybe that's what we can like veer the direction to, because I wonder if a system like Mary Lou's would be something that you would consider, Anna.
Sure, yeah.
So do you said you have many different microphones. What microphones exactly are they? Or which are the ones that you currently like to use for singing?
Um, I have a Rode like mini mic. I can use that one.
Okay, Rode Mini mic. Yeah, so let me check what a Rode Mini mic is. Do you know
Yeah,
what it
curious.
is, Lalo?
Okay, or like just I have like five like fine.
Okay.
Oh, fine.
Fine, yeah.
And do you have a model number?
Okay,
Fine.
the model number is I don't have model number. Oh my, yeah.
So maybe we'll keep this general first, and maybe we may not give you like exactly like the shopping list tonight. Maybe we'll talk in general a little bit about how you want to approach this, and then we will meet again and talk a little bit more specific about which items you would want to consider getting. Does that sound good, Anna?
Sure. Yeah, that sounds good.
So what I recommended Mary Lou was a Mackie. And now you said you're using an Android phone. Which ideally do you want to do your Clubhouse singing? Do you want to do it on Club Deck, or do you want to do it on your Android phone or your iPhone? Or do you
I
not? Yeah, what is your preference?
I prefer my iPhone and then also my Apple book MacBook. Yeah.
Oh, your MacBook. Okay. Now, which iPhone do you have?
14 Pro
iPhone
Max.
14. So it's a lightning connection.
Yeah.
And you want to do it on Clubhouse. Any of you here on Zoom familiar with Clubhouse? Michael or Rob and Glenn? No, not so much.
Very,
Okay.
very little.
Okay. So on Clubhouse, and I'm going to think through this while I look up the model of mixer that I'm thinking about.
Hey, John.
Yes, Lalo.
So I wanted to make a note. Maybe Anna already talked about this before I
Mm-hmm.
joined the room.
Mm-hmm.
But I know because initially when I was talking to Anna, what I was going to recommend is something like what Michelle has, like a pod track setup, which is very convenient for like the iPhone or the computer. But
Is
I
it
know
a
she said she wanted reverb and like audio effects.
PodTrack, like
So
a
then,
PodTrack P4 or P8?
yeah, pod track P4.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's what I was going
P4.
to recommend.
Okay.
But that
Yeah.
wouldn't have reverb, which is something I know she
I
wanted
know with
for
singing,
singing
right?
and all of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I know Mary Lou's Mackie mixer has reverb and a bunch of audio effects.
Yeah. So are you happy with Mary Lou's sound, Anna?
I happy your sound.
What? You're
I'm
happy with
happy
what?
with your sound.
You're happy with my sound. But as far as like the singing
Mary
and
Lou,
all
it's
that,
okay. Yeah, that sounds is good too.
okay. Because I haven't sung. what I'm thinking, so you're thinking if it's a pod track before, that would be an easy way for her to bring the system into her phone. But I'm trying to think with Mackie allows you to do, Mackie allows you to take your USB input and pipe that into your phone, and with some adapters. So it may not be, cheap and simple. Oh, they have a new model. This is a new model. I just realized that Pro FX V3 Plus.
Do you really
Oh,
like the Mackie, John?
I do, and the reason why I've been recommending people on Clubhouse with Mackie is because it's all mostly hardware, and there's no software to deal with, and you have USB output, and therefore you can easily do a mix. Like you see on here, there's like a where is it? Mix. Is this, where's the blend? Oh yeah, inputs. Inputs USB blend. Then you can blend your mix with other mixes. So this is what I've recommended a lot of people on Clubhouse using. Now this is a little bit more expensive, so this is one of them, and Anna, you can go back to the YouTube replay and look at all these models again, and then there's also, this is the one that I have, that Mary Lou has. This is the older model. It's not the V3 Plus. Oh no, actually, oh yeah, there you go. I was like, the picture was like, wait, that showed the different picture. So this one will do the same thing. It will allow two microphones, which most cases you probably only have one microphone that you'll be using to sing. And then we will take line in, and I learned a hard lesson. Don't do 5/6, do 3/4. Using line 3/4 and not 5/6, because 5/6 does not include in the mix. Line in is just like pass through the mix, is you cannot hear it. So you'd have to then get the proper cable and plug your music from your Mac or from any music sources. Plug that into channel 3 and 4, and then your music would come through there, controlled by the knob that label 3 and 4, and then you will have your microphone into your one of those two XLR combo jack inputs. You can have reverb. You can also have some compression if you need, not compression, but some gain control there. Not compression on this particular model. The bigger models, the bigger, more channels model will actually do compression on your vocals. So I am more into...
John,
Yes.
you like this better than the RØDECaster Duo?
Well, I like it because it's $184.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
You know,
Sometimes pricey for some people.
John, you can get the Mackie mainstream, like I got.
but
and
there's
I
a
only
software
paid
component to it. There's a
I
software
only paid $180 for this.
there's a software component to it that I think makes it a little bit more intimidating, like more things to mess with. So
Yeah,
that,
but
what? Tell me the model so she can look it up too if she wants to.
this
It's a
is the Mackie mainstream.
Mackie Mainstream. Okay, yeah. So that's the one you have. Okay, Mackie Mainstream. It will also do some of the stuff you're talking about, but there's a little software component to it. And the reason why I think it's easier to do a hardware one for Clubhouse is because
Right.
you may not always be connected to the computer when you use the
Well,
mixer.
that's just it. I do not connect to the computer except for the output on this. I don't use the software because I'm Apple.
Will
and
you
that's the
do?
one
Will you be
thing
able
about
to do
Mac.
reverb and all that on the hardware itself? Like
No,
add
I
reverb
cannot
to
do
it?
reverb.
Okay.
I cannot add reverb on that
So
because it is just hardware for me.
yeah, so that's what I would recommend. We'll look into the Mackie Pro FX 6 V3, which is like a minimal channel, and then think about it and let that brew. And then in the meantime, maybe you can give me, like, if you go research until next week and next week, no show next week because it's election night, and also I have like very early doctor's appointment the next morning, so no show next week. But the following week, you can come back and let us know what microphones you have, or I can also give you one suggestion. You can go with the SM58 that most people would be happy with. Not too expensive. Shure SM58, which is the go-to microphone, about $99. And it's durable, it's good, it's reliable, it sounds good. And that combined with the Mackie of about $180, so that we're looking at under $300. There are some cables. The cables won't cost too much. The cable that you would need is probably going to be something like, I'm trying to think through, the audio, the music that's from your computer needs to be put into the mixer, that channel that I mentioned earlier, channel 3 and 4, and then get your phone connected, your iPhone 14 connected via the Lightning to USB. Oh my God, can't believe that's coming back to us, Lalo. Lightning to USB 3.0 camera adapter that's made by Apple. Does Apple still make those? Why does it only show up third party? This one. Is this by Apple? Because the reason why I don't recommend third party, because sometimes they don't always make it the same. Like, they may say it's the same, but it's not. Okay, so this is Lightning to USB. Is this Apple? I don't even think it's Apple because it's so cheap.
Amazon
John,
probably doesn't make any money off of them.
Her device came with a Lightning to 3.5 jack. Is that what you're looking for?
No. This is a Lightning to USB 3.0.
Oh,
Usually I remember those
Apple-
being like
Apple
$29.
sells-
Yeah, it's like $29.
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
Apple sells it for 19 or $29.99. Yeah.
I see Apple. I don't see that anymore. But again, we'll find. We can test one that would work, because I don't see them anymore. I'm surprised. Like Apple Lightning to USB 3.0 camera. It's called camera adapter.
Looks just like this. Here it is.
I dropped the
I have one
link
on
in
my
the
cam
chat.
right here, John.
So long. Oh, but there it is.
Yeah, that's a short one right there.
And okay, so let me see if I can show that to you. Yeah, that's not it. Because
this is to USB-C.
This is not it, because we need to be able to power it too. So you have to have this one. Okay, so it is. I found it. The Apple one's $38, Lalo.
Sheesh. Hey, inflation is real, man.
Nah, so this is the Lightning to. The reason why I like it is you are able to not only get your connection from your the USB connection to your Mackie mixer, you're also able to put power in there, and therefore you'll keep your phone charged. And this is what typically the case for Clubhouse people is that they go in there and they start singing for 2 hours, 3 hours, and the battery run out. So that might be my option, is to have that particular adapter connected to your phone, and then your phone with the mixer would then connect it to this adapter, and that would allow you to get good audio in and out from your iPhone 14 into your Clubhouse. So hopefully that makes sense, Anna. And Michelle, I just want to check in with you. Michelle, do you have anything additional thing to add on, or if you have brought your own question or comments too?
Yeah, I brought my own question tonight, so I'll wait.
Then okay, so yeah, I'll check in with Anna and see. Okay, I have so many things going on in Zoom. Also, there's like a different chat. Okay, so
Yeah, John,
yeah.
that's actually like, that suggestions actually is great. And obviously you have like Amazon like storefront links you can share to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm thinking like, because like only not singing the in Clubhouse would like set up on YouTube, like you. I see you beautifully
Ah,
there, very clear, clean, and then
yeah.
your sounds is good. And is there other options where like, yeah, you have like do it every like more little more investment and then we'll get the
Mm.
better ones. That's also I
So
interested in.
so the YouTube part is a whole separate deal. But as far as if you're thinking about like the Mackie might be something that you might outgrow really quickly, is there other devices that you would want to consider? Maybe a Rodecaster. No, I don't like the reverb on Rodecasters.
It ain't stereo reverb, man.
It is not stereo. The reverb on Roadcasters is not stereo, and I do not like it.
Well, I will say though, John,
Uh-huh.
I think like obviously most people wouldn't
Wouldn't
really,
care. Yeah, that's
yeah,
true.
wouldn't care.
Yeah. So I would still say for the flexibility of what the Roadcaster Duo can do, I would probably be okay with the mono reverb for singing because it's not that. I'll let you hear it. What does it sound like? Is this it? No. This is the. I mean, obviously, this is a lot. It's not bad, but it's mono.
You
So,
gotta do
I
stereo
see.
here.
what did you say, Anna?
I see.
So that would be. I'm gonna look it up for you. This is the Rodecaster Duo. In fact, I have. You can go to my website, and I have some of these already listed on there as well. Rodecaster Duo, and I would probably say maybe wait and see if Black Friday might have any deal or not. I have a Rodecaster Pro 2, which has 4 microphone input channels. Rodecaster Duo has 2 input channels. Hey, they're already cheaper. 484. Aren't they
Right, it's a
typically
similar.
Aren't they typically more
I think the
expensive?
prices dropped after the video came out. I think
Oh.
they dropped the prices.
So the Rodecaster Pro 2 is $699. The Rodecaster Duo is $484 for the black one, with $499. $499 still on the white one, so I guess that's premium.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I know that's what Rob wants. So
Yep.
the Rodecaster Duo is another thing that you can look into, Anna. And like I said, if you are not in a hurry, that you could wait a little, we can reconnect and see if any of those feel or is more appealing to you. As far as doing live stream on YouTube, having the Rodecaster Duo actually has. wait, let me see. I think John. Hello, John. John saying need to drop the price of the Rodecaster video. Wait, it just came out.
Hey, but no 4K though, so I
Yeah.
don't know about that.
So Anna, look into the Rodecaster Duo as well. And I will, Anna, I'm going to make sure that I follow you. And if you, let me see if I follow you already. Do I follow you? How do I know? Yeah. Remove friend, which means I am already friend with you. So Anna, if you don't mind, send me a message on Clubhouse, and then I'm gonna try to get those links for you to go check it out. If not, you can obviously look at it on the product number, a product name. If I don't get to you, you can look at the product name on the YouTube replay, and then go from there. Start type in the search and then go and look for those products yourself. Otherwise, I think if you just let those suggestions simmer for a little bit, and then we can come back in 2 weeks, since I won't be on next week, we can come back and talk a little bit more in 2 weeks about what you might prefer based off the list of equipment.
I think that's a great idea because it's like Black Friday is coming.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
I'm not in a hurry.
That would be my suggestion too. Even if there's no deal, it doesn't hurt to just wait until Black Friday and see if there's any deals that might pop up. So and I'm sure I'll be doing a show about Black Friday audio equipment too. I'm sure you all would have lots to share. So, so
John, I'm looking
I'm
up
marking
the
my calendar, John.
I'm looking up the history on the price of the Rode Duo
Rodecaster
on
Duo. I think
Amazon,
it's
and
always been $499, isn't it? It's always been
well,
$499. But the
Oh,
black
during
one is
not on Black Friday.
$484.
I'll bet you they give those things away.
Nah.
so during Amazon's sale that they had recently, it was down to $410.12.
410. When was that?
Stayed that
Ah.
way for a week.
When
And
was that?
that was at between August 1st and August 16th.
Okay, of
And
this year. I think this must be the one that we got $100 off from during that time where it was $100 off on
Yeah, it was-
B&H or Sweetwater. It was on Sweetwater. Okay,
well,
all
that
right.
was Amazon, yeah.
So I'm gonna quickly bounce to Zoom to at least check in with Michael since it's the first time, and then I'll pop back and chat with Michelle. Is that okay? All right. So
All good.
Michael, hello.
Hey, John, how's it going?
I know last week, tell us a little bit about yourself, your channel, and how you found us, and did you come here just to hang out? You brought some questions or comments for us.
Yeah, sure thing. So, yeah, the last time I showed up was on the last stream, and we got to talk about microphone boom arms because I asked a question. I think I had found your channel through, I think it just natural YouTube search. I was just going through YouTube, and I think I was looking for a particular setting that I was looking for with the RØDECaster, and I think one of your videos touched on it. I was like, oh, this guy is pretty cool. So I
Good.
kind of
Yay.
binge.
Glenn.
No, he spotted it a mile away, John.
Oh, goodness. So,
Hey, Michael, John just won an award for being the friendliest guy and the most energetic guy.
I should have brought it down.
Listen, it's true. I can attest to that. I got it through your videos. So I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and look into it. And then I saw you had like a live stream that you did pretty frequently. So I was like, okay, this is cool.
well,
So I thought I would just hop on.
I am so glad. I'm so glad a real person who's not rude joined the show. Not the Zoom bomber earlier. Oh my
bots.
goodness.
Yeah, for sure.
But Michael, so you are a RØDECaster user. Do you have a
Yeah, I got a
RØDECaster Duo?
RØDECaster,
Pro 2.
Two.
Pro 2, okay. The white one or the black one? The
black one, like the original.
So you've had it
I
for a
got
while.
it like maybe a month after
Okay.
I saw it launch. I was like, you know, I got to get this thing because I previously wanted to get the first one, the original.
Yeah. I still
RØDECaster
have it.
Pro.
I'm about to sell it.
Oh, there you go. And then when I saw you can do the things like the 2 USB, the chat, I was like, okay, yeah, this is going to future-proof my business because what I do is I help coaches, entrepreneurs, just pretty much experts in their own field build online courses.
Mm-hmm.
And so I do have a group coaching program where I meet with them on Zoom. And I use Ecamm to do that, just like you're doing now. I
Okay.
use Ecamm. And it just makes it really simple with the RØDECaster Pro. I can change the dials, the levels of different things, you know, and make the whole experience a bit more interactive with like the pads. And
Michael, you didn't arrive a second too soon. You can tell us all that you're doing. I would find it fascinating. Let's plan that for.
I do, yes.
Yeah, let's plan that next in 2 weeks. Let's plan that.
Yeah, no, in fact, I wanted to talk to more people who use Ecamm and RØDECasters, so RØDECaster Duo or RØDECaster Pro 2, because they both can be simple. Like those two devices can be simple, but you can also customize it so many different ways that you can make it way, way more complicated. So I like to hear like how you utilize, RØDECaster mix in with your Ecamm.
Definitely, Michael. Please, we'll give you $10. Just tell us how you do it.
Glenn
okay?
will give you $10.
You know what?
So we're not, Michael. We're not meeting next week because of election day, but in 2 weeks, okay?
In 2 weeks on the
Yeah,
9th,
no problem.
on the
I'm gonna have to
12th.
prepare because I probably underutilized the RØDECaster Pro, if I'm being honest.
No, that would be a good time for us to. We'll probably use like maybe the RØDECaster user meetup time to kind of peel. I think I started off when I first started live streaming. I started off talking about that Ecamm usage with RØDECaster because I was new to Ecamm. Still kind of new. I just started using it in March only, and I wanted to have the integration with Zoom. Now give me a little nightmare, but integration with Zoom, and then how do I connect Zoom audio independently to Ecamm and still be able to mix everything together? So I'm very intrigued with that sort of combination, but we'll definitely come back. It doesn't have to be a specific date just yet, but just keep that in mind. I think that's something that'll be fun to be discussing, and all of us, and maybe you can look at, maybe do a little bit more or share what you're doing, and some of us might be able to pick it up. And John, who's watching us live too, can also join us as well. Hey, speaking of Black Friday sale, Ecamm's going to have a sale. And there is, I have an affiliate link, and the way that Ecamm knows that people who listen to the show, watch the show, and then ended up wanting to test out, try out, or actually even pay for Ecamm is through my affiliate link. And that's how you can support my channel, is through my affiliate link. So if you go to every show description, there will be a link for my personal affiliate link that Ecamm gave me just to track who heard of Ecamm through my channel. So feel free to use that. However, I also have a 15% discount code, but I have a feeling that the Black Friday sale might be more than 15%. So use my affiliate link, but may not need to use my discount code, because when you use my affiliate link, when you're ready to make that first payment, during the Black Friday sale, it might be more than 15%. I don't know yet. I don't know what the promotion is, but just hang tight. But know that I have an affiliate link. Know that I have at least a 15% discount code that you could use, which is ONG15. Very simple to remember. But I think Black Friday might actually get you more. So on my website, I also listed the discount code here. But on every show description, you can also find all the product link and so forth there as well, including the discount code. That's out of the way. I'm gonna hop back to Michelle on Clubhouse and see what she brought with us tonight.
Hello. Can you hear
Hello,
me?
Michelle. I can hear you. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So my question.
Yes.
I figured I'd have to be in front of it, so I booted up my computer as well. So on Discord.
Yes.
I just got involved in Dungeons and Dragons for the first time.
Okay.
Ever. And I was talking to my DM, and I said, I think it would be really epic if we could add music. And he's like, that would be great. How do we do it? And I said, well, I have a mixer, and so I can always pipe mine in, my music in. But then when we tried it, he couldn't hear it. Or it was competing with my voice. So I'm like, I don't understand. It must be a setting on Discord, I'm assuming. But I couldn't find anything. So I wondered if you've had experience with sound, audio, good audio on Discord. Because I know just on Discord, period, like on the phone,
If it's just audio, can people hear it if you don't talk?
Yes. Oh, if I don't talk, yes, they can hear it.
But then when you're talking and play music, it's cutting out the music.
Yes.
Okay. I think I have had the same experience. It's probably the Discord audio processing. So it's prioritizing human speech.
Okay.
So if you don't hear audio at all, then it's a different issue, I would imagine. But if you don't speak, you play music, you hear the music, but when you start speaking and have a background music playing, your audio is either cutting out or it's just kind of like occasionally you hear a bit here and there. That to me feels like some kind of audio processing that's done to prioritize human speech so that you can hear people better. It's actually like a kind of like a noise cancellation. It thinks that music is noise because your voice is on top of it and wants to cut that out. That's my guess. And that's why when we do, on Zoom, when like my guest that's on the show, if you're watching the live stream right now or watching the replay, my guests come in through Zoom. Now in Zoom, there's a setting for, and probably most of us know about this. There on Zoom, there's a setting called Original Sound for Musicians. If I want to test their audio, I would have to have them turn that on so that I can hear no processing done by Zoom. I can just hear truly, purely from their mixer or their setup to my ear, so I can give them like like feedback without any processing done. There's also three, but Rob, is it three different tiers of sound suppression? There's like high, and then like a medium, and then like a low in Zoom, that is.
So
And when you have
there's
music,
auto,
is it auto and then
there's auto, low, medium, and high.
auto, low, medium, and high? So medium would probably let the music pass through a little bit more. Low would probably have music pass through and still does some kind of processing to it to keep the music, the noise cancellation to the minimum. I do not see that on Discord, however, Michelle. I'm not sure if it's there.
I'm on my settings now because as soon as you said noise suppression,
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, I think I remember that. So
Does it have
they
something?
Yeah. So there's one that's echo cancellation. and
Oh,
there's
yeah.
another one
You
that
can turn it off?
you can turn it off.
Okay. I would try that first.
Okay. And then the noise suppression, they have crisp, standard, and none.
Ah, awesome. Of course, Discord would
There you
have to
go.
do that because all the gamers use Discord, right? So they must. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I
But-
would try that. Try like
Okay.
no,
None.
especially if your mixer is good, and you know that you're wearing headphones and all that, so you're not causing any feedback or slapback. Then play your music and your audio into Discord that way, but then turn the noise suppression as well as the echo cancellation off.
Okay. Okay. There's also something called automatic gain control, which right now is on. But if I'm going to be using my pod track, I already have gain control there. Is that something
I
that
would
needs
turn
to be
that
turned off?
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
I would like
All right.
if you have control, then be the control freak and do all the controlling. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right.
And
I'll
how
watch
are
my
you
back.
getting your music? Do you get your music into PodTrack?
For my phone?
Okay, so phone into your PodTrack. One of the inputs, I guess, one of the two. There are four combo jack inputs, right?
Yeah, but this one's on the side. It's made specifically for a phone, for a smartphone.
So is it? I can't remember now. I used to look at the PodTrack before. So it comes.
It's the TRRS, I think.
Oh, it's a TRRS.
Yes.
So it's a stereo input that way, but analog. Okay. Got it.
Yep.
Okay, so that comes in, and then you have a knob to control the volume of that input.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And then it's connected to the computer, so they're all connected together.
I see.
So like when I'm on Clubhouse, I use Club Deck, but I play the music on my phone, and then I'm on Club Deck. Right now, I'm on my phone, so.
I see.
Yeah.
Got it.
And on Clubhouse, it works great. It's great sound. The
Yeah,
audio quality is
you should do
wonderful.
that. Yeah. Okay, so the figuring out how it's piped in, you already got it down because you do Clubhouse, and
Yep.
so all it does is just require you to turn off those additional processing, and you should be fine.
Okay.
Let us
We'll
know.
try that
if-
out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we did our workaround because our next game is Sunday. Was to get bots. There's these two bots called I can't remember what they're called.
Oh, on
something.
Discord.
Suncraft.
Yeah.
They're made specifically for gamers. So we just added those bots to our channel, our voice channel. But I really wanted to be able to pick my own music. So
Yeah.
I figured I will ask the sound guru.
No, that's
So thank you, John.
Yeah, of course. That was simple. I didn't really solve anything, but you figure it out yourself as we discuss it. You look into the settings because I don't use Discord a whole lot, but what I just recently did. I haven't even checked on the settings. Now that I know that there's a setting for you to turn off echo cancellation, I'm gonna do that now because I remember I was talking to some friends on there, and when she sings, also it counts because she's a singer, and sings loudly, and it's tries to like suppress her sound and all that too. So, yeah. Okay. Well, that's good. Learn
Well,
something.
that'll be good then.
Learn
Yeah.
something too. I learned
By the
something
way, do
as
you
well.
know what it also says Discord uses only the best organic, locally sourced Opus voice codec. Do you know what that means? I have no idea what that means.
I do
I
not.
was assuming that is something to do with their audio. But
Probably yes.
yeah.
Sounds good to me. Well, I've heard that before. I've heard that before. I don't really know what that is.
Oh, it made it sound good. But like, oh, it's locally sourced.
They are very cute. That sounds very much like a
Yes.
Discord thing.
Yes, it is.
Well, thank you, Michelle.
Thanks. Thank you.
And Lalo, did you bring anything, or is just joining the fun with everybody else?
Yeah, I'm just joining the fun. I knew Amazing Anna was going to show up today, so I wanted to, come in and support. So no questions for me,
Awesome.
but enjoying the vibes in the room.
Thank you. Now, I'm gonna open this up now. Now that we got those questions answered, tackled, at least discussed, I'm going to. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna go to the comments first that John sent in. If you're using the RØDECaster, you can do a mix minus on the USB chat channel and just send audio to that. Oh yeah, you're talking about sending it to Discord. That way you can separate your audio channel from your music channel. That's right. And depending on the audio interface, it's limited to the routing loopback. Yes, and that's a reason why, Anna, that I wanted to suggest the RØDECaster Duo if you want to think down the road in the future, because there's a lot of features, and we haven't talked about that. I was going to talk about it until we were Zoom bombed on the RØDECaster user meetup time. I was going to talk about the virtual channels. Lalo, did you try it? Did you try the new, at least the beta firmware, the virtual inputs? What's it called? Virtual channel.
I haven't tried the beta, but the reason why is because I don't think it's available for Mac, is it yet? And I only have a Mac.
They have released the Mac version already, but I'll
Actually,
yes, they actually have the
I've been wanting that forever. Like, I feel like there's so many different ways that I could use that, but I thought it wasn't available for Mac.
It is out now. But are you on the beta program?
Not yet, but I think can anybody get in?
Yeah. Yes, anybody can get in. Just search for the Rode beta program. You'll find it. Then just register. So it is there, but let me briefly talk about it, because I think it needed its own time to talk about the full thing. It is now able to do it. You are now able to see your audio settings. So I'm going to actually go to the on my Mac. I'm going to be very careful with what I share from now on. I'm not going to put the Zoom window into what y'all can see. I'm going to go to this window. Okay. So now this window, as you can see here, this is for people who are watching. So Lalo, if you can't see, you can look at it later on. If you go to sound, when you have the what is it? What's it called? The Rode plugin. What's it called? Is it called plugin? What is it called? Rode. Not plugin. Is it plugin? Extension?
Is it?
What's it called? Like the Mac one. It released like a couple of weeks after the Windows one came out. But the reason why you haven't heard people talking about that all that much is because the way how Mac does it, it's not every
limited.
app. I
don't like it.
So you now, when you install the what is the word? What is the word I'm looking for? People educate me.
I think it's like a virtual devices.
Yeah, virtual devices. But what is the thing that was not available for Mac? You said that earlier, right, Lalo? It's not available for Mac, and so they wanted to wait for it to come out, and then it finally. What is it called? I can't remember. It's
I know what you're talking about. I
plugin.
just can't remember
Is
the
it
name.
called a plugin? Anyway, I'm sure people are yelling and screaming at the screen right now. You just type in the chat or the comments. Let me say the plugin. It's plugin, right? It's the where where it essentially on your Mac, you will now see when you install that plugin, the Rode plugin, you will now see this additional channel called RØDECaster System, Game, Music, Virtual A, Virtual B. Those additional virtual channels are now exist now. And in fact, some smart people figured it out. I also learned from the Ecamm community that before it even came out, Lalo, for the Mac, the plugin, people use they build their own essentially. They build their own with loopback. Because when you enable it on your hardware device, so I'm gonna go to my Mac to my RØDECaster Pro 2. If you go to the settings, and I think now in where is it? Where's the multi-channel system? Hey, where do you enable the outputs and in multi-track? If you have, there's like an expanded. Is it in here? Hey, where is it, guys? Oh, routing. No, not routing. Processing? No. Where is it, guys? Where is it that you turn on the multi-track, right? It's a multi-track yeah, there you go. Multi-track USB 1 USB 1 input now has, if you select expanded, those channels, and if you install the plugin, it will show up on your Mac for you to send stuff from your Mac out to your RØDECaster. And the benefit to that is you can actually now, if you see on mine, I have like a music one, I have like a little game one now on here, which means you can actually control your audio. Let's say if you have your game sound and your Discord and your chat and your game sound coming in from your the gaming channel, you can now control the gaming channel with the fader from your RØDECaster. So I think it's powerful, but it all relies and depends on whether or not your app supports input and output of audio. So in Zoom, you can do that. In Discord, you can do that. But Apple Music, you can't do that because you can't set the audio output to the RØDECaster Pro's or RØDECaster Pro 2 or RØDECaster Duo's music channel, even if you enable it. So it's not exactly helpful in some cases, but for some people, I can see why it's going to be useful. The workaround is to use loopback, which is why we're going to talk about it next time when we have time, because you can use loopback to route your music that you're playing into your RØDECaster's expanded channel now. Or what did they call it? Virtual device inputs. Oh my gosh, that wore me out.
But John, that's why you're paid the big bucks.
Wait, yes, sure. Can you see those in audio MIDI? I think you do. Let me go check that out. Good question. Audio. This is from John. John IT. Audio MIDI setup, yes. Oh, sorry. Don't blame my mess in here because I have, yes, see, it show. Oh, wait, I forgot to switch to this. So you can see the Rode Unify is not that one. It's not the right one, but this one, the Virtual A, these are the ones. The Unify one was installed previously when I was testing out Unify software, which Unify didn't really take off. But these are the actual expanded input devices now, Virtual A, B, Music, Game, and System. So yes, you can see it in your MIDI audio device. So I... Okay, all right. Anything else? Anybody else? Anything that you want to add? How about Apple's announcement today?
John,
Yo.
I have
Yes, Anna.
questions.
Yes,
Yeah.
Anna, go ahead.
Okay. I looked the RØDECaster, right?
Mhm.
That's what I would like, and I have like wireless go to Rode wireless microphone.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I gonna sing like on Clubhouse, it can possible I can use this mini mic, right? Also
It's
doing like live, etc. When yeah.
if you want to sing, those are not microphones that's made for singing. Can you use it? Yes. Probably not. You can. It's for different usage, right? That's really meant for like talking head video, especially if you're setting away from the camera and you can clip those wireless. Is this a wireless Go 2 or wireless Go? Do you know?
Oh, it wireless Go and then to dual channel wireless microphone system.
So there's a wireless Go, the first version, and there's the wireless Go 2. If it is the wireless Go 2, then you can actually.
It's two.
It is 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, if it is 2, then you can actually pair that with your RØDECaster. So if you have it, you can pair it with it. I wouldn't probably use it for singing. I would still have a microphone that is meant for singing, or just even form
Sure,
factor or
right.
sound, right?
Okay.
But you can use it. So you could be like, having your, now you're talking about video. So if you want to do something, and you could totally use that for your video as well. So announcement. Who said? Aaron says Apple announcement. Did you know about that, Aaron?
No, I just Googled it. Are you talking about the mini?
Yes.
Yeah, that looks cool.
The mini.
I just Googled it.
I just
So
hope they don't announce a new Mac Studio because I just bought one not that long ago.
oh, you know the cycle. So it's not gonna be like, it will probably be next year, probably WWDC time. Did you got a Mac
Well,
Studio?
Yeah.
So I'm too cheap for a Mac Studio. So
Well, I mean, I have a Mac Mini that is. I have the last Intel from 2018.
oh, so you have an
And
Intel Mini, and then you
yeah,
upgrade it to a Studio. Which Studio
right.
configuration do you have? Which chip?
I have just the standard, the $2,000 version.
How much?
so
How
I
much?
still-
What chip was it? Is it I think is it all Studio has Ultra or no? I can't remember.
So it's the M2 Max chip.
M2 Max. Okay, got it.
And with the basic configuration.
Was it?
I
I can't remember. Was it on the Mac Studio? Was this how many gig of RAM is standard?
I don't know.
Was it 8 or 16?
I
I think the Mini is 8. That must be more.
So it comes with the Apple M2 Max chip with the memory is 32 gigs of RAM.
32 gig of RAM.
Let's see more info.
So that's M2 Max. Now, I got one. I placed an order today.
Half a terabyte hard drive.
How much hard drive?
A half terabyte.
Okay, so 512. Okay.
Yeah.
So I ordered one today because
But here's the thing. I didn't get a Mac Mini. I didn't order one because I just upgraded the RAM manually on the old Mac Mini, the Intel. Manually, I just put in 64 gigs myself because that was the last model you could actually do that.
Well,
So,
I tell you why I do that. Okay, so John Lo said it's the new Mac Mini Pro, the Mac Studio. Well, that's kind of what it feels like until the Studio comes out, obviously, next year.
right. Well, did you upgrade it or did you just get the entry level?
So what I did, what is that? I just wrote I didn't need it, but
I'm sorry. I was just having sorry.
I accidentally clicked it. Tonight it's not a night for me. Okay, so
my arm.
so the reason why I did okay, so here's my reason. And in fact, Johnson asked me why I choose to go and why do I choose to buy a Mac Mini while I know that it is not an M4 Max or Ultra chip. Why do I want to buy that? Now,
Like that.
obviously, you can always get the best, which you'll hear about that in a moment. You can always get the best that you can afford, which is exactly kind of what I want to go to talk about. I used to not like having a desktop machine and then a portable, a laptop, because the files are always somewhere else when you need it. It's like, oh, it's always on my desktop. So
Yeah.
I didn't like the idea. So when I remember the 12-inch PowerBook days, so I got my 12-inch PowerBook was like I moved away with all my iMacs. I got my 12-inch PowerBook, and that will be my sole computer. So so I did that. For many years, I continued to do so. And then when I started doing more live streaming, especially with Ecamm now, especially with the Learner to Learner channels, I find myself using my computer only here in the studio. So I don't want to pay premium for, let's say, a MacBook Pro, say M4 Max, because I know it's going to cost more. When I bought mine 3 years ago, I know 3 years ago because my Apple Care just expired.
Right.
You can I usually maxed out on the RAM. Like I got my M1 Max MacBook Pro 14-inch has 64 gig of RAM, has 2 terabyte of drive, and I pretty much get like a lot. I pay a lot of money for that thing. I think it's like close to $5,000, like 4,000 something. So it's a lot of money, and I just know I cannot shell out that much this time. Do I need it? No, but do I want it? Because my fan, every time I do any live stream, I can hear the fan on my my M1 Max MacBook Pro in the background. You probably can't hear it when we're talking, but it's going on right now. If I point my mic to it, there, you can hear it. Can you hear that? It didn't used to make. Aaron did this. Aaron said no. It didn't used to do that because I'm pushing it. I push the limits. We have like 5 people on here. We have Clubhouse. We have, screen capture this, screen capture that. So lots going on right now. So I decided that I might spend the money that will give me my live stream and my video editing, the workhorse on my desktop. And I can't do that with my MacBook Pro. I don't want to pay that much money because I would probably, if I were to sell my MacBook Pro right now and having to replace with a new one, with the specs that I want, I'll probably spend like easily $4,000.
Yeah.
If not more. So that's why I thought if I could just like, maybe if I have my MacBook, my Mac Mini, and just use that for my live streaming and my my video editing and all that, maybe that would be good enough for me. And then I'll continue using my MacBook Pro, the current one that I have, and it will probably still last me for a couple more years because it can do a lot still. Like, when I'm on the go, it will do all my audio processing for my podcast and publish things. But it's the issue with what I'm having right now is when I live stream, it is taking a lot out of the computer. Plus, I'm just leaving my laptop here sitting at my desk. I might as well get something that's portable that I can get something that, well, technically it could be portable too. It's so tiny. It's 5-inch by 5-inch. It's tiny.
Right.
Yeah.
What was your MacBook Pro? What was an M1, M2?
It was an M1 Max.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's 3 years old.
And what was the chip on that?
What was the what?
What was it like the GPU on that?
How do I
like
know?
an 8 core, 10 core?
It's a lot. It's a Mac, so it's a lot of core. Let me see where I get that info. It's a how do I see
I don't
it?
remember what the M1 was. That's what I was trying to figure out.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Pro
System report. Okay, system report. It is. How can I tell? where do I go to the?
Okay, it's under total number of cores. It's right there.
Where is it?
So 10, 8
Oh yeah,
performance
yeah. 8 performance core, 2 efficiency core.
and 16. Okay, so you have 64 gigs. And 16. But that's weird. Yours is a max. Mine's a pro, and I have 10 cores. Mine is 8 performance and 2 efficiency as well.
Mm.
That's
But
weird.
is yours an M1 or M2?
No, mine's an M1 and Pro. That's
Oh, your
bizarre.
MacBook Pro.
Yeah, my MacBook Pro.
Mm. So one thing I also learned before we go, if there's no other questions or comments, I learned, I don't know when they start doing that, but I learned that you can now get Apple Care extension. I know there are people who like may not get Apple Care at all, but I used to work for Apple and always get Apple Care, especially for my laptop. So now I got an email saying that your MacBook Pro's Apple Care expired and you have 45 days to make that decision. If you want to extend for 1 more year, it's $99 per year. I have a nick on here that I've been meaning to get that taken care of, and I have to wait until my Apple Care went out to realize, shoot, I did not do that. So with that $99 extension for 1 year, I'm gonna get that replaced now, hopefully. But I'm gonna wait for my Mac Mini so that I won't be computerless, because I don't know if I can survive 1 whole week without a computer. Anyway, so that is the announcement today.
You never told us what how did you get what configuration?
Which config? Yeah, okay. Which config? Or should I wait until it's here?
You gotta tell it. No.
Okay, all right. So what did I get? I got the. Okay, let's do the pre-order. I got the Mac. Of course, okay. I want to future-proof this, so I'm going a little bit overboard. M4 Pro, but I also upgraded to get the additional cores. So I get a 14 CPU core, 20 core GPU. So one was like $200 more. And of course I have to go with 64 gig of RAM.
Right. Okay.
And then, but I only go to 1 terabyte storage. I did not go 2 terabyte like what I did with my MacBook Pro. So that's what I did. That's the configuration. Don't look at the price.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
But it's still cheaper than if I were to get a new MacBook Pro. Then I can keep my MacBook Pro, hopefully for another couple of years. Then
Ethernet plug.
Oh, I did get the 10 gigabit per second. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll come in handy. So
yeah. One terabyte should be enough, and of course I have external drives. John says the same thing. So the reason why I went with the 10 gigabit Ethernet was, if I'm planning to keep this for a while, like 3 to 5 years, I probably want to have that. So I was like, why? I don't need 10. If this is like 3 years ago, I probably would not have done it. But because now I have Google Fiber as my internet service provider, and they have 10 gigabit up and down as an option.
Wow.
That's cool.
So it's available. If I go crazy, I might get maybe not even like 10 one. The 5. Wait, let me check. Is it 10? I don't want to misspeak. Google Fiber 10 gigabit. 10 Gbps. Yes. No, 8. Sorry. Not 10. 8.
5 years when you sell this, that might be really common.
That's true. You're right. Yeah. So this is it's 8 gig, not 10 gig. The one that I was looking at is actually the 5 gig, because you get 5 gig up and down, but obviously I don't know if my home wiring, my house is like 20 years old. I I wired I think at that time it was good. I should have gone with 6. Now I'm kicking myself. I was too cheap to pay for Ethernet Cat 6 cable. I only bought 5E. So, but the thing is, if it's like not really far, and also if, I have research and they did say even if you use a 5E cable, you can get speed more than 1 gigabit per second. Theoretically, so we will see. But I'm not planning to upgrade that just yet. And another possibility is maybe I want to get like some kind of drive that uses the Ethernet for 10 gigabit per second, Ethernet for drive. Like at work, we use a server for video, and they have 10 gigabit per second connection on there.
Cat 8 cable, I ended up
Yeah,
with.
there you go. See, yeah, it's 10 gigabit isn't only for internet; it's more so needed for internal. Yeah, that's exactly what you're talking about. But again, immediately I already saw, if internet has 8 gigabit per second, I might want to make sure that my Ethernet port can support it. Here's the thing: it was $100 to upgrade. I think for future proofing, it's not that big a deal. Like if it's like $400, maybe that's too much because you can use maybe the lightning to adapter to do that. But I think for $100, it makes a lot of sense.
Right.
So
that's
that's my spec.
Are you going to be kicking yourself when the studio comes out?
I don't think so. It's too expensive for me.
Yeah, because it's going to start at $2,000, obviously.
Yeah, and it's not like I need not that I, like I said, not that I needed it, but it's not like my computer is doing just fine live streaming. I always keep looking. It's usually hover around 60 to 70% CPU, and like I said, I do a lot. There's all this stuff going on. There's Zoom running, and there's Ecamm running, and there's window capturing, and my phone is also connected to it, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm pushing the limit so that I can hear the fan today. Now, if I don't hear the fan spinning in the background today, then I'll probably wait. But because I've been thinking about it since I started using Ecamm, darn Ecamm, make me spend even more money because I already paid for Ecamm. Now I want to do more. So that's why I decided to go with the MacBook Pro, and I thought, if I can use this as my workhorse computer at home, continue using my paid for computer already, maybe I'll stretch that out for a while. And maybe going forward, maybe that's what I would do. If I continue to do, if my computer usage remains the same, maybe I'll continue doing that, getting a separate desktop from my for my computer rather than having
John,
everything in one unit.
Here's the scary. The studio starts out at what, $2,000, and they generally keep the same price, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the next studio will probably have the M4 Max chip. We all agree on that.
Mm-hmm.
And the last model started out with 32 gigs of RAM, and they've doubled the RAM on every model that they've came out with so far. So it stands to reason that this new model is going to be an M4 Max chip with 64 gigs of RAM, starting out with a half a terabyte, all for $2,000. And you upped yours up to a terabyte. You realize that you're going to pay less for a studio than you paid for your Mac Mini.
Well, we will see, but I will be using it for 6 months before it comes out.
Oh, do you think it's going to be 6 months from now?
I think typically it comes out around, and usually it comes. It's definitely not going to be this week.
I mean, because right now, I mean, there would be so many people that be all like returning their Mac Minis.
Yeah.
That came
So I don't think, unless if you guys disagree, let me know. I don't think it's gonna be a while before it comes out, and I typically like to get what I can afford at its best rather than what I can afford at the lowest spec of the kit. Because if I find myself don't need as much of what it it offers with the studio, at least right now. You know, if I have a business that's running and I need to use it already and to generate money, maybe. But I think the MacBook, the iMac Mini Pro, as John calls it, it's just right for me. Should I get the Mac Mini Pro too? Yes, of course, John Lowe.
Do it.
So
the Mac Mini Pro 2 Dual.
no, I'm excited. If we're seeing such performance on a Mac Mini, I don't know. Well, it's going to be pretty interesting and crazy when it comes to the studio next year. I think it'll be next year. When this
I think you're right. They
worldwide
have to space it out because people like you and I would be pissed if they came out.
tomorrow we'll probably see it. Like tomorrow, if you're watching this on Tuesday, tomorrow we'll probably see the announcement of the first M4 Max, which is probably going to be on the MacBook Pros.
Pro, exactly. The MacBook Pro tomorrow. Yeah. So
we'll definitely see that. But again, because of course, if I have all the money in the world, I would get the MacBook Pro Max and then get the Mac Studio when it comes out. But I have a budget.
We have to live within our means. And so,
well,
and when Black Friday
I don't know if getting a MacBook Pro for me is living within our means, but maybe so. I don't know. We'll see.
Black Friday's almost here, and I'm buying a PS5.
Oh, hey.
I'm not getting a Rode Dual, unfortunately, because a PS5 will entertain me a little bit longer than that Rode Dual at a time. So sorry, guys.
Okay, I'm gonna bounce it back. Glenn, Aaron, and Michael. Any additional comments? Feedback?
I was just gonna say that
I've got two. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh no, I'll be real quick. Yeah, I was gonna say on that note that I was considering getting this new Mac Mini just for the sole purpose of using it as because I do so much content.
You do. Yeah.
It'd be good to connect it to like a NAS system or somewhere that I can just have it on the side for storage. So that's what I was considering. But then he has me Rob has me thinking about, maybe it might be a better option to get the studio. But from what I've seen with the new ports, like the Thunderbolt 5, there are a few upgrades that make it worthwhile, I think, even if they don't launch the studio next year or late next year if they do. There are a few things like the Thunderbolt 5 port upgrade. It's pretty interesting. So
that's a big factor for me to jump to the M4 Pro because of the Thunderbolt 5.
That Thunderbolt 5 is totally awesome. I've been waiting for that to come out. I just bought a new Thunderbolt dock, and when I was looking for peripherals for it, cords and cables, I saw Thunderbolt 5, and I was like, "What?
Which one did you get? That's Thunderbolt 5, the dock.
Cal Digital, I think it's called.
Cal Digit.
Yeah, and so
I actually have a Cal Digit, but it's a 4. It's not a Thunderbolt 5.
Yeah, it's
Do they have a 5? Because I
don't know either.
Oh, no, it's not 5. It's a 4.
TS4? Is it TS4?
Yeah, I think so.
That's what I have.
I got a TS4 too as well.
So I bought that, but it's when I was looking at cables for it, and I saw an advertisement for a 5 cord, Thunderbolt 5, and that's when I first heard about it. And then today, when I was watching the announcement, they mentioned Thunderbolt 5, and I was like, "What?"
Yeah, it's fairly new.
But he did bring out a point though. That is something that I didn't think we were going to see for a while. Thunderbolt 5.
I did not expect the Thunderbolt 5 at all. I would be happy with Thunderbolt 4, frankly.
I know, that's cool. But one thing though, that studio is going to be a lot sooner than you think. It will be, like you said,
I think it'll be spring of 2025 is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it can't be that soon because people will return the Mac Minis and be pissed. It has to be long enough that return window is way closed. But it can't be too long because everybody thought the Mac Studio was going to be last year, and it didn't.
Yeah,
They're already expecting that. They thought it was going to come out when the M3 came out, but it didn't. The M3 got kind of squashed because it didn't turn out to be a very good chip. People bitched about the M3 as far as the music software business goes. The M3 failed in the music, people who make music and stuff like that. It did not perform as well as the M2 did. So,
Well, sorry, Flame, I did not see your hand raised. I just now saw it. If you're still around on Clubhouse, please come on up and chat with us. Invite to speak. Let me make sure that.
If you can wait in the studio.
And then I think it's definitely a must that we got to do a Black Friday sales show. Glenn, go ahead.
No, I was asking Rob if my screen froze for a minute there. But I was asking Rob if I had a bad computer.
Do you have a what?
I'm the guy that bought the MacBook Pro M3 last November.
Which is
It
fine.
depends what you're using it for. If you're not making music with it, it's a great computer.
Okay.
Why is it bad for making music, Rob?
Okay, so when you're making music, you're using a DAW, a DAW, and the problem is that you're using like a whole lot of programs all at once. And you're trying to use sound compression, you're using reverb, and you're using a whole lot of software programs. And the M3 processor just cannot keep up as well as the M2 processor.
Oh wow!
So the M2 processor is actually more equipped and better able to handle multitasking on a higher level. And when the M3 came out, it was supposed to be able to do it better, and it couldn't. It didn't. Just isn't strong enough. And Apple really got kicked in the butt for it. And so people were pissed. If you go and look up Google reviews in the music world, they'll tell you left and right. It's all over YouTube. The M3 just failed. But now, if you're going to use it for anything else, it'll handle basic multitasking. But
I use it for work. And okay. So
like
John is saying it doesn't use all the cores for the digital audio workstations.
Okay, there you go. But like if it's like trying to it's like if you had a gaming computer versus a regular computer, it's just not good.
John says M1 is the best.
Given that logic, it would seem that it wouldn't be very compatible with the RØDECaster.
No, the RØDECaster is not. It's a hardware.
Things are designed to work with other things. It's just that the newer chip didn't do what they expected it to do. A newer chip's supposed to be faster, stronger, and better.
Yeah.
Well, the new chip
we all know now, right? The M3 is really sort of like a...
M3 is the Vista that XP had. Basically, that's what the problem is.
M3 is sort of like a makeshift. It's like we can't get something out this year, and then we'll make like a makeshift chip out, and then that's why you don't even have the mini M3 mini, because it stopped at M2.
Well, everybody, I was feeling pretty good about 10 minutes ago.
No, it's still a good machine, but it depends on what you do. Like I said, I use it for work every single day, and it's works perfectly fine. I don't use DAW.
My MacBook Pro is an M1, and it works great with my music. I never crash.
Yeah,
have any
actually, that's what John says. John says the M1 is the best machine for using a DAW.
Yeah, it works great. My Mac Studio with the M2, it works perfect.
So I'll keep my M1 Max for that purpose. In fact,
well, if you're going to mix music,
this whole night started to crumble before at 8 o'clock Central Time. Stop it!
What did he say?
But we cleaned up that crap really fast and then got going really well. So
anyway, now I'm reliving my trauma. But what I'm trying to say is that this tonight did not start off great, but it ended well. Hopefully it didn't do any harm. Just so you all know, I'm going to reiterate again, next week, no show because election night, and I also have a very early doctor's appointment. I have to be at the office like at 7 a.m. So no shows next week. We'll resume on November 12th. But another thing to know also is pay attention to the website, because who knows what my Zoom link is going to be like in the future, since we've got Zoom Bomb. And so if you know anything, I'm going to read. I think Aaron shared that with me earlier on the chat on how to prevent being bombed in your Zoom. even though it has a code, like a code, you have to click in the code. But yeah, passcode protected. But obviously, I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm figuring this out myself. And thank goodness tonight for Rob and Aaron hanging in there with me, despite the horrible experience that they have to go through in Zoom itself. So thank you all. We will. I didn't see anything, Flame. I didn't see your hand coming up. I didn't see any chat coming in. So hopefully, you can come back and ask us your question the next time when we meet, which will be in 2 weeks on the 12th of November. Michael, thank you so much for joining us and hanging out with us. Come back anytime.
My pleasure.
And, Michael, you can come back anytime, but come back in 2 weeks and tell us how you do the podcaster and RØDECaster with Ecamm, okay?
Oh, and then I have an assignment for Rob. Rob, you are the musician. See if you can figure out how you can connect your microphone to our call so we can hear you better.
Oh, you can't hear me that well?
It's a little low, your audio, but it's not noisy. But it's just your audio is a little low, because I think you're just coming directly from your computer or your.
Can you hear me now?
It's better, but you have this fancy
I have
microphone.
This Rode right here.
Yeah.
I'll use this Rode next time. Huh?
Next time.
12. It is a
12.
Rode show. So.
Yes. That's the challenge.
All right, guys.
No, thank you all so much. We will see you all not next week, but in 2 weeks, November 12th. Thank you. Bye, everybody. Thanks, Clubhouse, and thanks everybody on Zoom. Yes, Glenn?
Okay, bye, everyone.
Okay, bye-bye. Bye, Rob.
Bye, take care.
Bye, Aaron. Bye, Michael.
Bye-bye.
You could have told me that my mic.